Welcome back to the stream. I'm Shango. And what we're talking about today is DJI. So, right now, what we're looking at is the DJI. Let me bring that page up. So, we're really talking about the DJI Mavic Pro 3. But let's just get a brief sense of DJI. So, DJI started out with the Phantom 1. So if you know anything about DJI, the first product that DJI released was the Phantom 1. And this was a drone, the Phantom drone, that white drone. And at that time, DJI drone needed a GoPro in order for it to work. But after a while, GoPro was the de facto camera for DJI, and for years and years, person would have buy their Phantoms and attach a GoPro to it to get that footage, that cinematic footage that they wanted. And at this point, it was DJI was revolutionizing photography, videography, aerial, so to speak. Now, aerial is a commonplace. Everybody have their DJI drones. See, I have a DJI drone here, right here. This is the Mavic 2. We're now at the Mavic 3 Pro. And the Mavic 3 Pro, not a bad drone as far as I see it, but who is this drone for? That has been the question that I've been asking. Who is the Mavic 3 Pro for? And DJI have built out their drone business. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. So DJI has built out their drone business. DJI is now, I would say, the de facto company for drones. So when you think about drones, you think about DJI. DJI have even recently gone into FPV drones, which is a different style of drone, a different kind of drones that when you fly it more like a FPV pilot, which is their avatar drones. Now, the Mavic 3 Pro. So I have the Mavic 2, which is just a regular drone. You use it to do regular footage. But this drone, the Mavic 3 Pro, is a different beast. And it's actually $2,199. Call it $2,200. And that's the starting price. Because it depends on what you want it for and what type of upgrades you put on it. You'll have a different price. Now, who is this drone for? Because that is the question that I've been asking. Who is the DJI 3 Pro for? And the name nowadays, Pro. Everybody's calling stuff Pro. And are these things really pro for a professional? Well, this product, I believe that this product is for a professional and not necessarily for an hobbyist. However, nowadays, people buy what they want, so I would assume that an hobbyist will buy this. Now, let's look at these images that DJI put out for this drone. All right, so from what we can see, this drone comes with a certain amount of accessories, which is the controller. You get the charger, you get that carrying strap, I think. You get the charging cable and some other stuff. That's basically what comes in the box. They're showing you right here. Outside of that, the drone itself, as you can see, it's fairly looks like a Mavic drone, but from what I've been hearing on the tutorials that I've been watching, this drone is a little bit different in terms of the size. It's not as small as the Mavic 2 or even the Mavic 3. This drone is much more bigger. It's a more beefier drone, and rightfully so. This drone has 3 cameras on it, and we'll get into the weeds when it comes to this drone. Um, we want to talk about what this drone can do and why this drone is more a professional drone. So this drone comes with 3 different camera. As you can see on the front right here, we have a 3 camera setup, and it's because this drone has zoom feature, and the zoom features in this drone allows it to create what they call more cinematic shot. And if you know anything about photography or videography, depending on how much zoom you have, you can create shots that the background see much further. It just creates a more cinematic look, a cinematic feel. And this is what they're saying that this drone basically creates. So as you can see, they're showing you the wide shots. So these are more like the wide shots. And they're going to talk about the zoom shots now. So you have the wide shots, 24 24 megapixel, no, 24 millimeter lens that gives you the wide shots. I want to see the zoom shots. So they're talking about the 3 lens right here in this side-by-side shot. And this gives you a sense of what the various lenses can do on the DJI Mavic 3 Pro. So you have the 24 millimeter that gives you that crop. You have the 70 millimeter that gives you that crop. And you have the 166 millimeter that gives you a tighter punching. So as you can see the real difference with how the 166 millimeter makes the background look, as they would say, more cinematic. The background look like it's right behind the mountain. Look like it's right there, right there behind the object that they're looking at. And that's what zooms give you. If you know anything about videography or photography and you know anything about zoom lens basically compress the images and make the background even look more cinematic, sometimes even look more blurry, depending on what feel you're going for. So that is what DJI has done with this drone. They have put 3 lenses on this drone to give you that style of flying. And I've watched a couple of tutorials and persons are talking about it, and they are very impressed with that. However, you're paying for these. As I said, the starting price is $2,200. And then if you're adding additional stuff, then you're gonna pay more. So if you're gonna go with the Fly More combo, it's $3,000. If you are adding, what is this? The Fly More Combo RC Pro. So the Fly More Combo RC Pro gives you a different remote, and with that, you spend almost $4,000. And the DJI Cine Premium Combo, I don't even know what this gives you, but that would be more like almost $5,000. So it just depends on what you are trying to get, and that would determine what the cost of this drone will be. Now, as I said, DJI is more than a drone company now, but their main focus is drone. And the newest drone is the DJI Mavic 3 Pro. While there are other drones, which you have the DJI Inspire 3, you have the Avatar, and other DJI stuff. As I can see, them have a wide range of drones. So you have the DJI Mavic, the DJI Air, the DJI Mini, the DJI Avatar, the DJI Inspire. You also have the Osmo Pocket, which is a small 3-axis gimbal. You have the Osmo Action, which is their action camera. You have the Osmo Mobile, which is their mobile handheld 3-axis gimbal whatever, and you also have the Ronin. So DJI has also made themselves more or less popular in the gimbal industry, which is the Ronin gimbals. So DJI has been a company who persons are, have recognized as a company who makes good gimbals, 3-axis gimbals. I am actually looking into one of their gimbals right now and somewhat interested in purchasing the Ronin Mini. So Ronin, the DJI RS3 Mini. So that's a gimbal I'm looking at. But we really, I'm really here to talk about this Mavic 3 Pro, and I believe it's a good drone. I believe that it's a drone that is designed specifically for an audience, and as I can see, DJI has built out their drone ecosystem for a specific audience. You have the Mavic drone, which is a more professional style person who wants to do a more professional type stuff. You have the DJI Air, which more or less professional, but an hobbyist could buy that. The DJI Mini, which is more or less like the Mavic, it's just a very smaller drone. You have the DJI Avatar, which is FPV. So if you're interested in FPV style flying, you might want to get a drone like this. You have the Inspire now, which is super professional. It's big, it's heavy. You have to carry a lot of stuff if you want to use such a drone. And DJI has built out, I would have said DJI has cornered the drone market. DJI has cornered the drone market 100%. If you are not a FPV drone person who builds your own drone to fly FPV style, there's a strong possibility you own a DJI drone. As I said, here's my DJI drone. And I have to give props to DJI. DJI seems to keep innovating. And right now, I believe the drone industry has plateaued. There's no crazy innovation that they can do. I remember when the Phantom came out and now you can actually get aerial shots. It was revolutionary. But the drone business has become more, like what phones are these days. All they can do is probably add more cameras to it. There's not much more a company can do to a drone. DJI has really done all you can do to a drone. And this is the latest thing they have done, which is put 3 cameras on the drone. So instead of you having to fly and probably come down and put on a zoom lens and then fly again and come down and put on a different lens, you have all these 3 lenses that you can use. However, what I've noticed based on the review, because I don't own this drone for myself, I've just watched a couple of reviews, is that this drone won't allow you to seamlessly switch between the various lenses. So you cannot be flying with the 24mm and switch to the 70 or switch to the 166mm. Even if when you're recording, you have to stop that recording and then switch to the 166 or the 70 and start the recording again. And you have to stop that recording, switch to the next one, and start that recording again. So it's kind of a little bit, what I call now, tedious. Because sometimes you might be doing a shot that you want to quickly switch, but that's not the option that is available currently. Hopefully, probably maybe a software update or maybe another drone, the 4 Pro, will have that feature, but currently it's not like that. That's one of the downside of this drone. And as I said, it's much more bigger than the Mavic 2. But it's still more or less portable. If you're looking for a drone that is not portable, that you can just easily carry, that's more the Inspire 3. Yeah. So that is really it for the DJI Mavic 3 Pro. Would I buy it? Not necessarily, because at the end of the day, I don't believe I need a drone like this. You know what I mean? My Mavic 2 Pro, My Mavic 2 works perfectly well. You know what I mean? It can get the shots that I need to get. And probably sometime I would want even a smaller drone, maybe a mini or something of the sort. But DJI, again, innovating or trying something new or adding more to their drone business. And DJI has developed a business, a ridiculous business over the years, starting with the Phantom 1, as they call it, in 2020, no, oh 06, which is 2006. That was the first drone that DJI put out, and now they're at the Mavic 3 Pro. All right, guys, until the next one. I'm Shango. Bless up yourself.